So tonight is really a celebration. And I hope that you feel like it is that. It is an acknowledgement of the project that has taken 3 years to bring to fruition. It is a show of gratitude to all of the men and women that I mentioned earlier who have contributed to the book. And it is really a beginning. So this book, I don't think of it as much as my book as our book. And it is really a beginning because it is building the foundation from which women can start to learn. The book comes with a companion website that is full of additional resources, downloadable tools, and training videos. And it also has a complete 12-module curriculum that has been built and is freely available on the web so women can come together in clubs and learn together. And that curriculum was built by Jill Bamberg, who I believe is on the call. So I just want to thank all of you for being here and all of the women that contributed. Some of those contributors sent early messages, and I would love to run some of those now.
Hi, I'm Akasha Abshir. I'm the president and co-owner of Syntrinsic Investment Council. I am so excited to be a collaborator on the fixed income portion of Activate Your Money. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be a connector and resource to women.
Hey Janine, congratulations and thank you for writing this book. And thank you for giving women like myself the courage and the knowledge and the humor and the wisdom and the kindness and making us brave enough to get involved in impact investing.
I am so pleased that the book is being published and will be available to so many women who can benefit from Janine's expertise, enthusiasm, and above all, her own personal example. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Janine. Your vision of all this is coming together in this book and the people that it's connecting. Very excited about your book launch.
I am so excited about this book that Janine has written because I know it will be an amazing resource for all the members and leaders of Invest for Better circles, and really for any woman who is eager to understand and use their investment assets to help shape the world they want. Thank you, Janine, and congratulations.
Hello, I'm Ifka Kalush. I'm an institutional investor focused on intentional investing. I participated in this amazing project by editing a couple of chapters, and it was my honor and pleasure to be a part of such an amazing initiative that really helps empower women to manage their assets and their lives. Congratulations, Janine, for just amazing, amazing piece of work.
Hey Janine, Kevin Harold at Wiley here. We're all super excited about your book. It's been so great working with you. You're such a great person and so fun to talk to. I wish you all the best. I wish I was there to celebrate with you. Congratulations.
Hi, Janine and everyone. Huge congratulations. My name is Laura Waters, and I am so proud to be a part of this project. As a social impact entrepreneur, I can't wait to see how this book inspires the next generation of women investors.
I just want to express my gratitude and congratulations to Janine Firpo and all of the people who contributed to this effort. I'm so excited that Activate Your Money can serve as a relatable guide for women who are looking to empower themselves financially and use their money to support their personal missions.
I spoke with Janine for the book about banking as a tool of investment activism, and I am so excited to see women taking control of money to help make this world a more equitable place.
I designed book cover of Activate Your Money book, and as a woman, I'm always looking for grow and supporting other women, and it's my pleasure that I have this opportunity to work with Janine and participate in this book. Thank you.
I have had the honor and pleasure to serve alongside Janine Firpo on the investment committee of Next Wave Impact Fund. I celebrate Janine in the launch of her new book when she's going to really be able to empower and equip a new generation of women to own their wealth and understand the power of the purse. Congratulations, Janine.
So it's very sweet that all of them are thanking me, but really, as I said earlier, I have to thank them. The level of collaboration that went into this book was really wonderful. And one of the things that inspired me and kept me going along a very arduous path at times of writing and rewriting for anyone who's ever done this before, was the amazing women that I met along the way. Some of them I had known before, some of them became better friends, and some of them have become new friends. And you saw some of them just now, but I would now like to take a moment and introduce you to 4 of them in a little deeper way. So first of all, I'd like to welcome Kat Berman to join me. And Kat is, hi Kat. Kat is a former managing director at Charles Schwab. She's also a serial entrepreneur. And she's the co-founder of a really innovative company called C-Note. And what C-Note does is they create financial products that allow people to invest some of their quote unquote excess cash in a more meaningful way to support female entrepreneurs, to support minorities and other underserved populations. And she and her co-founder wanted to create a business and a company and financial product that could prove money could be a force for good. So Kat, thank you so much for joining me. It's really nice to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Janine, for having me. Thank you for having me as part of this book and for gathering this incredible cadre of women. I see so many familiar names and faces, and it's really exciting. I think what this is showing is the movement that this is meant to be, which is bringing together women for something bigger than ourselves. It's exciting, and congratulations on this.
Thank you. And I think that's exactly it. We are catalyzing together a movement to change the way that women think about their money, right? To really transform that. So when you were thinking about your company and you wanted to do some financial innovation, what was it that caused you to think about cash? And why did you think that that was an important area to consider?
Absolutely. Well, I think as some of you may know, during my time thinking about C-Note, I actually was managing director at a major financial services firm. And I saw all of this talk and flurry about values-aligned investing concentrated in public equities. And I was personally excited to move my dollars into values-aligned portfolios. But when I would speak to my financial advisor and to others at this firm around cash and fixed income, I would get a blank stare. What do you mean? I have this great equities portfolio for you. Isn't that enough? And my answer was no, that's not enough. Number one, I wanted to see my entire portfolio reflect my values, not just the public equities piece of it. And number two, I already knew that there were so many good, strong organizations doing work around community investing, specifically around cash and fixed income. What was the friction? What was the holdup to move dollars into them? And that really was the birth of C-Note, is recognizing that if we could move even a sliver of the trillions of dollars that sit in our cash accounts, collecting dust or making large financial institutions a lot of money, we could transform, not make a dent, literally transform our society into a more equitable future for our children. And so that really galvanized me to do something different, to leave my day job and to start what is now C-Note, to mobilize our cash and our fixed income for good in a really meaningful way.
Well, I had exactly the same experience that you did about my cash. It's like I was told it didn't really matter. Well, it does. If you want 100% portfolio alignment, then your cash really matters. And I'm delighted that you have come out with C-Note. I think there you have some amazing products. And I know that your money is really helping, as I said earlier, female entrepreneurs and normally underserved populations who need loans and can't get the capital from the banks. So could you tell us a story or two of some of the people that you've helped through your
Absolutely. And I think, in the middle of COVID, we saw the disparity that exists, right, around access to capital. So for those who thought maybe it was a small gap, this racial wealth gap is truly a chasm. But I'm happy to share a few ways that even moving dollars simply through C-Note can make a difference. I'll share one, which is a great example of a woman entrepreneur. And I think most of us on this webinar tonight understand the power of women. And I, for for my sake, believe that we are the hope for tomorrow's future. And so investing in women truly is an investment in the world we all want to create. And so one great example of that is a woman named Janine Moten out of Atlanta, Georgia. She was a first-time entrepreneur. She did not have an entrepreneurial background, but she came from a really strong experience in security systems for large events, sporting events. And so she had a dream, like many of us women entrepreneurs, to start a company. She had been working in security for years. She had understood what the other providers were offering, and she realized in Atlanta there was a big hole in the market for a more customer-focused, customer-friendly security service. So she came up with this great idea. She had the great background. She goes to her local bank to get her loan and decline. And she goes to her next local financial institution and decline. And in fact, one institution, I think it was the last one she went to before coming our way, actually laughed at her premise that she was going to be this high growth entrepreneur taking over the security world. And she looked at him and she said, I'm going to make somebody a lot of money one day, and you're going to regret this. I'm Janine, being the incredible woman she is, did not stop at that last bank. And she actually was encouraged to go visit her local CDFI. And for those of you who are new, I encourage you to look up the word CDFI, Google CDFI, and you will see a wealth of incredible information. Or go to my C-Note. We've got a great database of information around these incredible, inspiring local community lenders who step in and help first-time entrepreneurs, women of color entrepreneurs, women, essentially underserved entrepreneurs when large financial institutions step out. Fortunately, she was matched with a local CDFI, ACE of Atlanta. They did not decline Janine. They welcomed her with open arms. They provided her that capital, and they provided her with free business coaching. And lo and behold, within the year, that woman, that incredible Janine, had over $1 million in ARR, in reoccurring revenue, and she secured a spot at one of the security providers for the Atlanta Super Bowl. So talk about the power of women and the fact that we are constantly underestimated. She is just one of the millions of women every year that goes underserved, overlooked, underestimated. And we are not going to stand by and let that happen. And so at C-Note, what we're really trying to do is shift all of our desire to see more Janines get the capital they deserve, to see more Janines thrive and create the world we want to see. And we want to be a catalyst for that. And by mobilizing cash and fixed income, we think we can do that.
Thanks so much, Kat. That is a great story. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everything you do. I love getting my updates from you and hearing more of these stories on a regular basis, because I have actually invested in you, and I have personally moved all my cash into community banks. So thanks again. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your wonderful work. So appreciated.
Congratulations to you, Janine. Thanks for providing this book, and congratulations on this launch. It's very exciting.
Thank you very much. So I just want to say, as Kat is going off screen, that at the end of our event, I will be giving away a starter investment in C-Note. So she's doing wonderful work, as you can see. And another woman that's doing wonderful work is somebody I came to know recently. Her name is Minasima Mek Elroy, and I'd love to bring her on now. Hi, Nasima.
Hey, Janine, how are you?
So, I'm good. So Nasima has kind of an incredible story. She is a registered and practicing nurse. She's also an author of a book called Smart Money. She's a member of something called the Financially Independent Retire Early, or FIRE movement. And she is this energetic force behind a podcast called Nurses on Fire. So what she is all about is helping other nurses step up their game around their money, and to really recognize that the power they hold for themselves, for their families, and for the world. So I'd love to start by having you tell a little bit about your incredible story and how you went from being 6 figures in debt to 6 figures in wealth in a 3-year period. What happened there?
So I just want to say, first of all, thank you for bringing me on. I'm super honored to be here. I'm super honored to just know you and just be a part of just this lovely launch. And your book is amazing. So as I launch into my story, so like you said, I'm a registered nurse. A couple of years ago, I was at a point where I was a single mom. I had all the things that looked like I had it all together financially, but I was really broke. And so I went on a journey to turn my money story around, because if something were to happen to me, everything would fall apart for my daughter. And so within this journey, I just learned how to manage my money. I shared my lessons along the way. And in 2017, I was able to pay off nearly $1 million in debt. And it took me about 3 years to do, a little under 3 years to do that. And at the 3-year mark, I was able to get to that 6-figure net worth that you mentioned. And I started just a platform called Financially Intentional, where I shared my story. I later started focusing on nurses, because we're mostly women. We are not largely taught about money. I knew a lot of women that were successful on paper, but were not really like wealthy. And I really wanted to normalize wealth for women, especially women of color, especially nurses. I really feel like nursing is a cheat code to building wealth and financial independence. And so that is that is like what I do, and that's why I'm here. And that's why I love what you do, because I have been in those positions where people have laughed in my face when I've asked for loans. I've been in predatory lending situations. And to know that there are resources out there that actually support me and put me in a position where I can make my money work for me in a values aligned way is super important. So
great. Well,
thanks.
I really appreciate it. You read the early version of the book, and you have been so supportive ever since. And you even want to take the curriculum and use it with your nurses. So we're going to figure out how to make that happen. But I just want to say, Minasima, I've loved getting to know you. I look forward to future collaborations. And I think that you have just been such an inspiration to so many women with your story and what you were able to do for yourself. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being such a great supporter of Activate Your Money.
Thank you, Janine. You're amazing.
Bye.
Bye.
My next guest is named Rachel Robiciati, and she is, I would say, a force of nature. This woman was raised by a single mom in a largely segregated rural area, and she experienced financial insecurity when she was young. But she went to high school. Get this, she graduated when she was 15 years old, and then she went to UC Berkeley. She got into the financial services area. She worked with some traditional players for a little while, but she figured that she could do better. And last year, well, she has been for a while, but last year she really knocked it out of the park, because she brought to market a product called the Social Justice All Cap Global ETF, ticker symbol JSTC. And for those of you who that all just sounded like a lot of Greek, don't worry, because we teach you all of those terms in the book. But she brought this product to market. It is the first product stock fund that's available publicly on the stock market that's focused on social justice. Pretty amazing. So Rachel, hi.
Hi, Janine, congratulations. Congratulations to all of us.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. That's the point. We are all part of this, right? None of us could be doing it with the others. And I'm seeing so many women on here who are not having a chance to talk today that I know have been incredibly instrumental in driving all of us forward. We're uplifting women together. So could you explain a little bit about what your fund is, the Social Justice All Cap Global ETF, and why you felt it was so important to bring it into the world?
Sure. So like the technical definition is that it's a highly diversified global all cap portfolio that allows investors to align their portfolios with social justice values. But if you really dig deeper, at the core of Adesina as a firm, we serve as a bridge between social justice movements and financial markets. There's a ton of investing that needs to happen into the regenerative economy. And until we can actually be pouring all of our money into that regenerative economy, there's still an economy that runs on financial markets, and there's a lot of money locked up there. And we know that finance is more about power, really, than it is about money. And ultimately, this particular ETF has a set of metrics, so a way of measuring what's good and what's not, that is based on social justice movements, and particularly those that are focused on racial, gender, economic, and climate justice. So it allows you to really align your stock portfolio with your values.
I'm just jamming now. And I know that every single one of these. I'm not sure where that is coming. I know that part of what makes what you're doing so unique is that you actually worked with the communities that you're trying to serve to help come up with this product.
Yes, we actually still work with those communities. So we have wonderful partners, the Movement for Black Lives, First Peoples Worldwide, like lots of representation from the movements that are really at the forefront of bringing about social change in these areas. And we said, well, how can investors be working for you? So rather than assuming that investors know what's best, we're actually taking a different seat and allowing ourselves to be directed by those communities that we actually hope to impact most. And that's really been transformative.
Well, I know you had a lot of hurdles in your way to get your product out the door, which you have done. So as you're looking forward, what are your next areas of what are you doing next, and how can Activate Your Money help you?
Well, I would say that the most important thing that the folks in the Activate Your Money community can do is take a look at the Due Diligence 2.0 commitment. What we found was that so many people were interested in what we were doing, and I'll make sure I put that link in the chat. So many people were interested in what we were doing. They couldn't wait to have it available, and yet most of the money is in the hands of gatekeepers. So people are comfortable moving $500 or $5,000, but maybe not like the large part of their portfolio, which is what our product was actually made for. It's made to be a core strategy. And so we would keep running into the financial advisors, the investment consultants who would say, actually, we have a process for making sure that you're a good fit. And we kept falling out of that process. So several other Black, Indigenous, and other people of color managers came together and wrote out a roadmap for how we can make the due diligence process more equitable and not systemically exclude folks like us from consideration. And at the same time, still allow those gatekeepers to meet their fiduciary duty. The problem has not been people investing necessarily. It's been investing at the volume that would happen if the gatekeepers weren't using processes that systemically kind of kept us out of portfolios. So I'll make sure to put that in the chat. I think that it's time as an asset owner to go to whomever helps you allocate your assets and say, hey, what about these 9 commitments? Can we make these so that, you know, the system isn't something that's excluding these really wonderful folks from my portfolio?
And I think part of the problem has always been that a lot of this has been top down. It needs to become bottom up, and people need to be able to say, I want to be invested in this. I've heard about this. Can you, if you have a financial advisor, can you look into this for me? And we haven't been informed very well of what's out there. So I love the work that you're doing as well. And I really appreciate you being here and sharing a little bit about the groundbreaking product that you have brought to market and for all of us to be able to invest in. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you. And I'm excited to put some links in the chat to share with all of you.
Thank you. And so as Rachel goes off, I want to let you know that at the end of the event, I will be giving away a starter investment in her fund as well. So the next person that I would like to bring up as a guest, and my last guest today, is Lisa Renstrom. I see her there. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Good to see you. So Lisa is another trendsetter. She's done a lot of different things. For example, at one point, she was president of the Sierra Club. She also played an instrumental role in the divestment of oil and gas industries, helping individuals and organizations move their money. And she's on more social change boards right now than I can name. But the other thing she's doing is she's one of the co-founders of a new social venture called Values Advisor. And what they're doing is they are providing a web-based platform to help investors get matched to financial advisors, values-aligned financial advisors who best match them. So very pertinent to what we're talking about for those who are looking for financial advisors. So Lisa, why did you and your co-founders found Values Advisor? What was the problem that you were trying to solve?
Well, it went, well, first, like Minasima said, it is such an honor to be here with all of you and be a part of all of this. And I'm really excited, Janine, like this is a launch, like what's next? But to your question, as you said, I worked with the Divest Invest movement, and people were having a hard time after they pledged to divest, finding advisors or figuring out how to invest fossil free. So we wanted to make it super easy for investors to find trusted financial advisors who would help them align their values with their investments. And so Values Advisor does this in a super elegant, transparent, user-friendly way. And ultimately, we want to move capital out of extractive companies, extracting from people and planet, and into investments that we can be proud of. And we're very focused also with our advisors. We ask them to tell us what UN SDG goals they are focusing on. And so that is another like meta goal, is to move money into impact and into those goals.
Well, I really love that you vet the advisors that are on your platform as well. So the people who go there, because we're starting to see more advisors claiming to have this kind of competency and they really don't. And so you're making sure that the advisors on your site do. But you and your co-founders, a few of them, actually helped write an early version to the chapter in the book on financial advisors. And you were starting a new company at the time. And when the three of you said that you would do this, I was just so delighted. And I'm just wondering why you agreed, when you already had so much else on your plate, to write a chapter of the book, an early version of the chapter of the book for me.
Well, first, I want to point out Values Advisor is a nonprofit. So we are all geared in our work, all of the co-founders, to contributing this in a very significant way. And your invitation to participate in this book was sort of part of that. So we're just passionate, and we wanted to be a part of what is ending up to be tonight.
That's so great. Well, I'll tell you, your open heart and the open hearts of so many other people have just been so uplifting for me and so wonderful for me. And one of the things that you and your co-founders mentioned to me the other day is that you actually wanted to gift 5 memberships to Values Advisors. So Values Advisor works in a few ways, but one way is through a membership model, and people pay $1,000 a year to be a member. And you are gifting 5 of those memberships tonight to people on this call who either bought a book already or will be buying a book tonight during the launch party. So that is such a generous offer, and I just thank you so much.
We're excited to work with this audience.
That's so great. Well, thank you for all of your support to this point. And I know that Kate Simpson and I believe I saw Megan Maurice are also on the call tonight. They are 2 of your co-founders, and they helped you write that chapter. So a big, huge thank you to them too. Really touched. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Thank you. Well, those are my guests, and I hope that you were inspired by some of what they're doing. I brought them on because I wanted to give you a sense of the kinds of products and people that get talked about in this book. We're not only trying to teach you how to be a better investor and learn terminology and learn about all of the different asset classes, but also really to find the kinds of products that are going to be meaningful to you and that are going to make you feel great. And I can tell you, as someone who's doing this with my own money, that I feel really a huge amount of satisfaction knowing what my money is doing and what my money is being put to use for. So because there were so many people involved in making this book, and because they all volunteered their time, just like Lisa said, I've made a personal commitment that all of the profits from Activate Your Money are going to go to nonprofits that help support this work and that help bring more women to investing and that help bring more women into values-aligned investing. So we really are talking about a movement. This is just the beginning, and we have a lot more work to do. And I look forward to working with all of these women that you just met and many, many more. So I know that some of you pre-ordered the book. Some of you even asked me if you should stop your pre-orders. I'm realizing that some people have actually already received their books, which is really exciting. Some of you bought your book, the book today. And I can tell you that when we started this call, Activate Your Money has moved up from about 200, number 200 in the list, to number 5. So what I want to do in this call, if we can, is push this book to number 1. And so what I'm asking you to do, if you haven't bought the book already, and if you intend to buy the book, then go buy it now. We're putting a link in the chat to do that, but just go on to Amazon. That's the site we have to use tonight. Go on to Amazon and buy the book. And as you're buying the book, just say purchased in the chat so that we know that you purchased it. And if you've already bought the book, you can say purchased in the chat as well. And all of you that have purchased previously or are purchasing now will be eligible for one of the 5 memberships to Values Advisor. The other thing we're going to do is everyone who has purchased the book will get a commemorative NFT, a non-fungible token, which seem to be the hottest thing out there right now. So you'll all get a non-fungible token as well. So my ask is that you buy the book so that we can really pop this thing over to bestseller. And while we're doing that, we'll be showing a few minutes of some additional celebratory messages from contributors to the book.
Congratulations to Janine on the book. I think this is going to be an incredible thing to help particularly women to align their investing with their values. And again, congratulations.
Kudos to Janine for pulling together such a world-class group of advisors and experts in this industry. Together, we all helped Janine share her story of aligned investments and philanthropy. I am so looking forward to see each of you now absorb these materials and see what it does for you to now make a difference yourselves as you take your own steps into this financial journey. Congratulations. Enjoy the book.
Hi, I'm Eve Picker. I have a real estate crowdfunding platform. I've discovered that women are a little afraid of investing, so I'm really hopeful that Janine's book is going to change all of that.
Super excited about this initiative. I had an opportunity to review some of the chapters and to contribute some thoughts and perspectives from my background and work, and just think this is such a meaningful time to be engaging in this work, and I'm really excited to see the book come to life, so thank you.
I am super excited for and about the many women who will read this book and find themselves inspired to start diverting more of their money from the life-depleting economy in which we currently function towards the life-affirming economy that is evolving all around us.
I am so happy and excited to be part of this project because it's all about education. And education is power, and as investors, we can put that to work.
Hi, my name is Lisa Fruschteier. I'm an early stage investor based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm excited to see the book coming out, and I know it's going to spark a lot of wonderful dialogue and wonderful action.
I was fortunate to have a dad who taught me about investing, but I know every young woman is not as lucky. Now they'll have Janine's wonderful book to teach them about investing and investing in a way that aligns with their values. Such a gift to women, such a gift to the world. Congratulations, Janine, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of this journey.
Janine, congratulations to you. And I'm so excited for you and for the world that this book is coming to life. It's so important. And I am so looking forward to having this incredible generation of empowered women making incredible impacts with their money. Congratulations, Janine. You are so phenomenal. Thanks.
My colleagues and I
supported Janine's book with the chapter around philanthropy and giving circles. And we just want to say congratulations, Janine. We're so happy the book is here. Cannot wait to read it, in its entirety and share it with all my friends. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Many women are keen on aligning their investments with their values, and Janine's book is a practical how-to on this topic. I'm so excited to see her hard work get published. Congratulations, Janine.
Give a shout out to Janine. I think her book is very, very important. It's coming out at a crucial time in our history, and I believe that it will help women from all walks of life understand how to make their dollars really have impact and how to avoid negative impact, and really how to think about every dollar we spend, every dollar we invest, what it's doing in the world, and how it's impacting our new economy that will have a focus on systems change and racial and gender equity. Thank you, Janine.
On a personal note, congratulations, Janine. I'm so proud of you. You've been able to align your lifelong passion and your uncompromising commitment to social justice, particularly when it comes to women's issues. Thank you for that.
I was so honored to be part of this project because I believe so strongly in the mission of her book to be a useful reference and guide for women who want to make well-informed decisions concerning their finances and who also want to deploy their wealth in the most impactful ways. Thank you, Janine.
So as that was running, I was watching the chat and seeing all of you sending messages that you purchased. Wow. Thank you so much for that. I will be able to let you know. We won't know right away whether we hit bestseller, but my guess is that we did. And I will let you know coming up whether that happened or not. But it was great energy to see that, and thanks. I can't do this and read all the chats as well, so I'm hoping the team is going to keep all that stuff so I can go back and read it and see what you all are saying. It's so amazing to be joined by all of you. So now what's happening is we are going to have a countdown to the official launch. Whether it's truly official or not doesn't matter. If we say it's official, it's official. And what's happening is there are a group of contributors who receive celebratory packages, and you are going to be getting added onto the screen, and we're going to actually have a countdown. So what I'm going to ask you to do is get yourself a glass of bubbly or something, have your noisemakers out, have your celebratory materials out, and when I start counting down, you're going to count down with me, and when I say launch, we're going to go. So some of you got this weird looking thing in your package. So I'm going to explain to you what it is. You hold it in your hand like this, sort of far back. And then when we say launch, you rip all the yellow paper out. You may have to rip a little bit, and then you just throw. And you will see what happens. All right. So are we ready? I'm going to start counting. Get yourselves all off mute. It looks like a lot of people are on mute. So I'm going to give a minute to let you get.
Throw this?
I just throw it up. Okay, I hear you.
Gotta get in the screen.
Have it. Old college roommates. I see friends from next day. I see colleagues, all kinds.
What do I do? I just throw it up.
Start the video here, but
when she says to.
So fun, you guys.
Okay, go get him.
My sister. Oh wait, I have to go over this side. Oh, great. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Sue. So great to see all of you. Hi, David. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining and being here. All right, here we go. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cheers!
Congratulations,
Janine!
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Janine!
Awesome work!
Thank you for doing our silly. had no idea how this was going to turn out, but in the fray, and you did this. So thank you so much. So fun.
Way to go.
All right. That was super. So as you all go away, thank you all. I'll see you all.
All the best. Looking forward to reading it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great launch, Janine.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cute.
So
Good
great.
for her. So proud of her.
We did good. The phone worked.
So you guys, as you're all disappearing off the screen, you've all been so wonderful. The other group that's been really wonderful is my PR team, which is a company called Rhythm Communications based in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's actually run by one of the women who I have known for a really long time and is a great friend. And I couldn't have done this event without them. And so I wanted to bring them online. And I'd like to introduce Brian Prox, who's been the lead on a lot of this activity. So Brian, please come online because I want you to help me give away these prizes.
Hey, Janine, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really excited to be here.
Our throwing of the confetti and our making of the noise was really fun. But
Our conference room is full of streamers right now.
I love it. I love it. You guys had all of them there. So just to let people go, I would love to first give away some prizes. So the first prize that we're going to give away is a starter investment in C-Note. It's $150 value. And who is the winner of that prize, Brian?
Congratulations to Deborah Togger.
Oh, Deborah, I love it. So that's great. So Deborah, this can be for you, or you can give it to your grandniece as getting her started in investing, and when she grows up, it will be worth quite a bit of money, I would imagine. Our second prize is an investment in the social equity stock fund. So who is the winner of that prize?
The winner of JSTC is Z Spencer.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here, and we will get in touch with you to talk to you about the prize probably next week. We've got a little work to do this week, but next week we'll get together with you. And what about the 5 memberships to Values Advisor? Who are the winners of those?
So our 5 winners are Lisa Dyson, Paula Santana, Corin Foster, Jamie Hunt, and Amy Patel.
Oh, fantastic. So wonderful. Congratulations, you guys. And again, we'll get in touch with you to help you get those prizes.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that concludes our party. I hope you had fun. I did. I hope you were a little bit inspired. Thanks to everybody for buying books. And as I said before, I will keep you posted on whether we hit bestseller status. So thank you and good night. And thanks to all the companies that helped me promote this and get the word out and make tonight such a great success. Thanks, everyone. Hello. That was fun. You know what, I'm seeing that there's still, so hold on a second. I'm gonna